Turon is a Filipino banana jackfruit dessert that's wrapped in a spring roll wrapper and deep fried. Now, what makes this turon recipe even more special is the decadent Dulce De Leche drizzle. Have you tried turon with Dulce De Leche? Tell me in the comments. This was actually on purely by accident because I happened to have leftover Dulce De Leche in the fridge. It's so good. So here's the thing. Turon is best enjoyed immediately after it cools down from frying because that's when it's really crunchy from the spring roll wrapper being freshly fried. So you don't really want to have leftovers for like the next day. So what you can do is you can prep these ahead of time and then stick them in the freezer, and then you can just fry them up whenever you get turon cravings. All right, so we're gonna start with bananas. I use burro bananas, but you can also use the common banana or you can use saba bananas. By the way, the ingredients for this recipe are gonna be in the description below. Yes, the bananas look super overripe, but open it up and you'll find gold inside. The banana is now way sweeter and I don't have to use as much additional sugar. Another reason why I like to use burro bananas is because they fit perfectly in the spring roll wrappers that I use. So if you're using a different sized banana, feel free to add more or take off less. All right, for the wrappers, this I learned from my grandma. Use Menlo brand spring roll wrappers. They're high quality, they're pretty sturdy, and we use this brand for making lumpia as well. So my tip is for peeling these apart without tearing them is you want to pull slowly and you want to grab as much surface area of the spring roll as possible. Okay, so I can't believe that there are people out there who made turon without jackfruit. I always thought turon had jackfruit in it, but I guess you can make it without jackfruit. Anyway, I'm using sweet canned jackfruit because it's a lot easier to find. By the way, this isn't the same as green jackfruit. And if I do get my hands on fresh, ripe jackfruit, I wouldn't be putting it in turon. I'm just gonna eat it straight up as it is. So once you've got the jackfruit sliced up, you've got your banana sliced up, and you have your lumpia wrappers all ready, put them all together. I like to have about an equal ratio of jackfruit to banana. By the way, if I was eating this, I wouldn't add additional sugar because the banana being overripe is already sweet and then the jackfruit is also super sweet. But if you do want to add more sweetness, you can go ahead and add either brown sugar or coconut sugar. I do try to minimize my sugar intake because I love to eat sweets throughout the whole day. Now, when you try to wrap, try to keep it snug, but not too tight because then your wrapper might tear from the moisture of the banana and the jackfruit. This happens to me a lot, and if it does tear, then you can always double wrap with another spring roll wrapper, or you can just try making a new one. Okay, to seal the wrapper, you can simply wet the corner with water. This is how my family has been doing it, but I've also played around with using a beaten egg instead of water. I found that the beaten egg can seal just a tiny bit better. It's really not life-changing, but really what's worked 100% of the time for me is place the seal face down on the plate and just let gravity do the rest of the work. So repeat this process until you've wrapped up all of your bananas. You're highly likely gonna have some canned jackfruit left over. I know I do all the time. Okay, all that's left to do is to fry these. I'm using coconut oil to enhance the Filipino flavors in my turon, but you can also use another frying oil that you already have in your pantry. So to test to see if the oil is hot enough, what you can do is take a little piece of the spring roll wrapper and dip it in the oil. If it starts to bubble, it's ready. And again, to keep the turon wrapped up, put the seal face down on the oil so that it can fry up. Otherwise, the wrapper may unravel while you're frying. Just fry this up on all sides until it's nice and golden brown. Luckily, since we're not dealing with any raw meat, it's just banana and jackfruit, you can just pay attention to fully cooking the outside wrapper. Once they're nice and golden brown, you can put the turon on a paper towel lined plate to let the oil absorb in the paper towel. And then just repeat this process for the rest of your turon. Okay, like I said, turon is complete and fully delicious on its own. But I had leftover dulce de leche in the fridge from my salted chocolate dulce de leche cookies and bars. So I thought, let's try it. Also, if you want me to share my recipe for my salted dulce de leche cookies and bars, they are so good. Let me know in the comments below and I can start working on that video. Oh my god, adding that dulce de leche, I didn't think you can make turon even better. The dulce de leche adds a layer of creaminess to the turon. Oh, I highly recommend you try it if you do make this recipe. Grab a can of dulce de leche. It's so good. Alright, well I hope you tried to make this recipe at home. I hope it's fairly easy for you, and I'd love to hear your experience in the comments below. So tell me, let me know how it goes. And if you haven't yet, make sure you tap that subscribe button so that you can watch more delicious food videos that I upload on this channel every week. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in next week's video. Bye!